On to McCain. We were talking about him at the end there. Get a load of this guy, man. They do a vote on waterboarding yesterday. John McCain, waterboarding is wrong.
I didn't even know they did a vote on waterboarding yesterday.
It's terrible. It's unacceptable. You don't know what it's about. Even during the Republican debates, he took the last piece of soul he had, the one labeled Maverick or whatever, and go ahead and gave it to the conservatives in the Republican Party. He voted for pro-waterboarding, pro-torture. Now, it's for the CIA. Already the Army Field Manual, of course, applies to the Army and the Armed Forces, and the Army Field Manual prohibits waterboarding and all the other different kinds of torture that Rumsfeld and Gonzales and Bush authorized, right? And McCain had always been on the side of let's apply the Army Field Manual to all the different agencies in the government, because it's useless to say, oh, the Army doesn't do it. We handed it over to the CIA, and the CIA does it, right? And they had a vote, and McCain went the other way. But luckily, the Democrats peeled enough votes away, and the Republicans, for once, realized this would be disastrous to filibuster this. And Democrats barely won. They won 51-45 that America shouldn't torture people. But
that's really amazing. That's an amazing number. 51-45. 45 senators believe we should torture.
That's right.
It's unreal.
The other thing is, Clinton and Obama didn't vote on this. They're too busy campaigning. They're too busy campaigning. How absolutely convinced could they be that this was going to pass if it only got 51 votes?
Yeah.
Imagine if it only got 49 votes, and they were out there.
They both look pretty stupid.
Jerking their chain in Texas or in Ohio or Wisconsin or wherever they are. Man, we're going to show leadership. We're going to take this country to where it belongs. In my hands. Oh, you let Bush torture again while you were in the Senate. I know, but I'm too busy worried about me. I can't be worried about this.
My guess is both their staffs had told them it was going to pass.
That's my guess, too. But, man, they're awfully cocky at 51-45,
No, it's true.
So, but it does pass. Now, that, of course, that doesn't mean it's law. It's going to go to Bush, and Bush is going to veto it.
See, if they were smart, one of them would have gone back and voted for it, and then you accuse the other of not caring enough to vote for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know why they don't. I guess they're both convinced that no one actually cares about any piece of legislation or any actual issue.
They don't.
Because they
don't.
They never go back for FISA, torture, habeas corpus, anything that Bush has done that's so heinous. They never go for it. They never give a damn. So on this, it's absolute, not completely equal, but good enough to call it 50-50. They're both negligent on this. So now,
it's too bad because that would have been a good differentiator in the next set of primaries. Would have been a nice stick to beat the opponent with.
I think so too, and I think that's what they're both blowing it politically. I mean,
I think they're both like, oh, I could have used that against the other person. Not whether or not it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, oh, please. The Constitution. God, what are you kidding me?